Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Pistani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
I'm soon going to be in the torture chamber of Casa Carrillo after this recap. So,
Yeah, you are. Doing well. We just, had Canadian Thanksgiving a couple weeks ago. What you guys have Thanksgiving in I guess it's like 4 weeks, don't you?
It's not
Man, it's so
four,
late.
man,
four and a half, 5 weeks.
we got a
Wow,
little.
it's so late.
It's
Just
late this year, yeah.
it gave us
Wow.
4 more additional weeks to kill Indigenous people. Can I say that on live? Can we say that? Is that offensive? No.
I don't think it's
Again,
against
because it's true.
YouTube's terms of conditions.
It's just a factual statement. If
It's
you
just a
read
factual statement.
Guns, Germs, and Seal, so
Great book. Fantastic book.
it's a feel-good book. It's kind of like Downfall. Whenever I'm feeling really down, I like to watch Downfall and just watch the Third Reich collapse and realize, things aren't that bad.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Could be in a bunker.
All right. So today we are talking about the Ozgener Firsat F52. The cigar is a Robusto 5-inch by 52. Comes out of the Casa Carrillo factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Connecticut. Binder is Ecuadorian Habano. Fillers from Nicaragua. It is blended by Ernesto Perez Carrillo. Price point is $12.25, and the cigar was released in June of 2024. So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Listen, I love the packaging on the cigar. I think Ozgener's really I love the bands that really pop against the wrapper. Just really nice looking cigar. John, take it away. So no, it's good looking cigar. First, God, the whole cigar was just cedar. There's some sweet spices. There's some cream. There's some. I'm reading the wrong one. Sorry. Come back to that.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Earth, tobacco, mineral spices, some cedar and hay, just medium strength and body. Just really kind of like this muddled profile that, I mean, yeah, I'll be honest, it just smoked like a lot of recent stuff coming out of Casa Carrillo, Carrillo. And it just was unpleasant. I didn't get the profile out of it. I had an issue with the burn and the draw. Didn't smoke well. I don't know if it's just this one I've had, but the other Ozgeners out of Carrillo I struggled with. Skip's thing out of Carrillo, I've just maybe I should just be excommunicated from reviewing these cigars. And I'm not intentionally trying to do that, but it's just one of these things that sometimes you just got to cut a guy loose. John?
Yeah, I thought there was a really good foundational blend here for me. First third kind of kicked off with bread, faint hay, and as it settled in, there was sort of a mild wood that anchored the whole component together. Earth joined as it settled in, a little bit mild pepper to accent, and then some spices as it continued. And the spices kind of worked their way up to medium strength. It was a nice first third. Second third kind of started out very similar, creamy bread, spices, earth, and a sweet wood on the finish, but I think as it continued, the flavors kind of became a lot more muted, and so a lot of that complexity, like it just kind of took a step back. It was almost there for me, but just kind of took a step back. And then last third was pleasant, but I think pretty basic overall. Just creamy bread, earth, tannic wood, and not really much else going on there. Construction was perfect for me. Burned straight all the way through. A little bit of waviness in the second third, but really nothing to worry about. And then, of course, the draw was perfect. So above average for me, and kind of almost there. I've got some more things to say in our recap, but leave it there for now. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, this cigar started with a mellow mix of toasted cedar, hay, earth, and black pepper. Pepper mellowed a fair amount later in the third. Second third saw the earth become even with the cedar up front. The black pepper picked up a bit as well, and then the final third saw the black pepper pick up some more, and the cedar gained a light char to it. Construction was perfect for me. Um, I'm not sure how they get the draw right when it's so light and seems like it's underfilled, but they get it to work at the head, I guess. I don't know, but um, just an average flavor profile throughout. But it was smooth and mellow through the first half, and then kind of fuller and spicier version in the second half. I'd come back to the first half version of this cigar because of how smooth it was, but the second half isn't really something I'm intrigued by. So not sure I'd really come back to this. Maybe a different size would function differently. So maybe I would try that. But we'll see. I don't know. All right, getting the scores. We're going to start at the top with John at 6.1. I gave it a 5.75, and Seth gave it a 3.83. So, John, how that 6.1 match up for you?
Well, it measures up well. Perfect construction with the above average flavor profile. I'd say you get to 6.1. I did find a little bit of a fast smoking time, and I'll break into that more again in the recap. Is about an hour and 28 minutes. So that's
Oh, wow, yeah.
kind of about 30 to 45 minutes fast for me consistently. So, I know they've got 3 other Vitolas. So, I'd be inclined to try it in the other Vitolas and see how they stack up, because I feel like this blend was almost there for me.
Yeah, my 5.75 matches up well. Average flavor profile throughout, perfect construction as well. So it gets at the high fives. But like I said, it's kind of a tale of two cigars. I'd smoked that first half of the cigar, no problem, but the second half just didn't really balance out for me. So, all right, Seth, 3.83.
Yeah, I'm not going to help this make the top 25 list. Sorry about that one, John. Yeah, I mean, it's just I've struggled with a lot of stuff out of this factory. I just feel like the blends aren't on par. Um, it's a shame. I kind of wish it smoked first better than that. I didn't like that. The other thing I didn't like about it, it's like they talked about like a high priming Connecticut, and I just remember years back about. I'm not saying Pete Johnson is where's June when you need him to have my back on this one? But it's like the whole the thought of high priming just to increase strength and body and potentially flavors like makes it sound appealing. But Pete always talked about how the coloring and how the texture of it was, it just wasn't necessarily always mean that it's going to be better. That sometimes having those lower primings, it's more consistent flavor profile. It's just a little bit softer. It's more attractive. It's closer to the nutrients of the roots and so forth. I just feel like a lower priming may have helped would be better on this blend. I don't know. It just was I wasn't crazy about it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
All right, John, what were your final thoughts here?
Yeah, so for those who aren't aware, I've been weighing cigars and measuring the humidity just for data points. And so this is a Robusto. It's like a 552, right?
Yep. Yep.
So this came in at 11.5 grams, and there's variations in the factory, but I wanted to sort of talk about it because the typical weight that I'm seeing for Robusto is around 13 to 13 and a half grams. And in fact, I had another Robusto that I reviewed right after this, next to the rotation, and it was almost exactly 2 grams heavier, which is kind of where I would expect. And so I can't help but look at that and go, how many leaves of tobacco is that? Because that's 14-15% difference. So it's definitely at least a leaf of tobacco, leaf of filler. And so I can't help but wonder, like, if there was that extra leaf of filler in there, would that have elevated the profile kind of the next level from where I was? It's disappointing. I know it's a handmade product and these things happen, but if you've held enough cigars, and we certainly have, you can pick up a cigar and immediately go, this cigar is underfilled. And so I know that in a factory, you can definitely do that as quality control. You can definitely pick up a cigar and go, this cigar is underfilled. And like Aaron was saying, I mean, the draw was great, which is fantastic, but you can't underfill a cigar and still get the same profile because you're missing tobacco. So I hope that the other, this is a one-off, and the other Vitolas kind of come into the sort of range of weights that they should be. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I feel like this is just a thing from this factory, is that they're skimping on tobacco. And I don't know that I don't think what you had as a one-off. The cigar was very light to me. Most all the cigars from Casa Korea that I've had over the last 12 to 16 months, I would say, are light, feel light. I'm not measuring them, like I'm not weighing them like you are, but they all feel this way. And I just wonder if this is the kind of the new direction that the factory is going in. Just trying to maybe reduce construction issues, or
Yeah.
just trying to save tobacco, things like that. I don't know what the impetus is behind it, but I feel like that's what's happening. So I'm more than happy for somebody to come and tell me that I'm dreaming, or they're doing it for some other reason. I'm
Didn't
open
we
to
have
hearing
this
it.
issue with Skip cigar coming out of Casa
Yeah,
Carrillo
it
as well,
was. It was.
which
I
Possibly.
mean, I'm probably gonna go back and take a look at because I've got like 107, no, 91 cigars. And I think a good eight
I
or
just
nine of those are out of Korea. So it's
Yeah.
there's certainly enough cigars to
Like I felt like the
look
Pledge of
back on them.
Allegiance was light.
Yeah.
Some other stuff. Like the the new Essence series stuff
Oh,
that we've smoked from them
yeah,
has been light. So
yeah.
I don't know. Just seems like a trend to me, but we'll see how it goes.
See how it goes.
All right, wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
52, baby.